Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back once again to some more Star Citizen. Now I know it's been quite a while since our last video on this game, but the 2.5 update just went live and they added this really cool new landing zone called Grimhex. And basically, if you're not too familiar with the game, this is where the outlaws spawn now, since before, if you did some bad stuff and ended up dying, you would respawn in Port Alizar, which was the other space station I showed off in the last video, and you'd basically just be detained in there for a little while. But now if you do something bad and end up dying, this is where you end up. And I gotta say, at least in my opinion, it is quite a bit cooler than that other place. I mean, just look at the atmosphere in here. And another main difference is, unlike Port Alizar, this place really has no rules whatsoever. So once you end up leaving the actual station, you're pretty much free to cause as much mayhem as you want. Whether it be shooting people or just blowing up ships. Now I gotta say, as cool as everything looks so far, this place can get a bit lonely sometimes, considering there aren't any NPCs walking around just yet. So I was thinking we could go pick up some gear really quick to help us fit in, and then maybe go fight some pirates. So right now we're just on our way to the clothing store in this place. Oh, and this, by the way, is actually going to the cargo hold, but nonetheless, it is still a really cool view, just kind of looking down inside the asteroid. And I'm pretty sure if you jump off here, you actually die, since there's still a bit of gravity. But there are actually other parts in the station where you can kind of EVA around throughout the asteroid. So if you need a sneaky escape, I guess that would be your thing. Alright guys, so here's the actual back alley clothing store. And the story behind this is that it's actually owned by a junkie. But yeah, you can just pretty much pick up whatever you want here in terms of clothing. Now I will say, although everything looks good and the game is fun so far, it is still an alpha. So there are a few problems here and there, and especially in places like these, it can get a bit laggy and the frames will start to dip. But yeah, there he is, the shop owner, and I think his his bed is right around there, and you can just see this place is an absolute mess. But nonetheless, I think it really does fit the theme of this whole place. Okay guys, here's that other store we were looking for. But once again, this is just another really cool location to kind of stop and look down at. Oh, and by the way, this is the armory, so probably a bit more useful than the last one we looked at, considering you can actually buy weapons and even a new spacesuit here. So you'll see, just like the last store, they kind of have everything on display. And the main difference in stuff you can buy between this and then Port Alizar, which is the other space station, is here it's all laser weapons, and then the other one is more so ballistics. But I gotta say, my favorite out of these three, even though it might not be the most durable, would have to be this one on the far left. Just because I really like those small beady eyes it has. Oh yeah, and one last thing before we leave, just to help us fit in a bit. Let's show this guy we mean business. Well, I'm almost willing to bet he probably thinks we're one of the locals now. And another thing I didn't mention is that throughout this whole universe, there's not a single loading screen, at least from what I've seen so far. So even these elevators, they'll just take you right to the top without any sort of interference. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be that way throughout the whole rest of the game as well. But what's cool about that is even if you're kind of deep in a space station like this, you can still hear all the battles going on outside. Which to me is just so damn immersive. Oh, and I don't know how I forgot to mention this, but for those of you who, once again, aren't too familiar with the game, and are maybe wondering where this space station is. It's right next to one of the main planet's moons, called Yella. And the station has actually been built into one of the asteroids here, which I think is really cool, but occasionally you'll get snipers that tend to hide out in some of the rocks out there. So they can be a bit of a nuisance, but still pretty damn cool nonetheless. Alright guys, so here we are, at our ship about to take off. And at the moment we're about to head to an ICC probe, and that should allow us to go find some cool stuff, sort of hidden out in a different set of asteroids. And like I said earlier, there's really no rules here, so if anyone starts shooting at us now, we better be ready.
Launch complete. Landing gear raised. Initiated.
Random ship. Come in, random ship. Hi, welcome to the neighborhood. Second class junior cartographer Tessa Bannister reporting in. I'm the eyes behind all the ICC scan probes in the area. What these little guys see, I see. Which, yes, means I can totally see you. Right now. Anyway,
scan
there's
initiated.
actually a reason to why I commed. I'm sort of not allowed to leave my post. Important jump point scanning and all. So I was hoping you might be able to help me with something. If you have a second, could you check out these coordinates? Scans are saying something's there, but can't ID it.
Alright, well that sounds like a plan to me. Only problem is, I don't think we're gonna be the only ones there.
Scan initiated. Contact.
We ain't got any problems with you right now, but stick around and it's gonna change.
Well, I guess I'll have to embrace the change then. Because I'm not going anywhere.
Achieved missile lock. Achieved missile lock.
You pretenders have always got something to prove, don't ya?
Achieved missile lock. Hostile eliminated.
Alright, well there's one down.
Scan initiated. Contact. Contact. Scan initiated.
I guess someone took him out. Either that, or maybe he crashed into an asteroid.
Achieved missile lock.
Big mistake.
Achieved missile lock. Flare launch. Refreshing shields.
Yeah, I guess there's quite a few more pirates than I thought. And I'm still not too sure if... Okay, someone else is shooting at him.
Flare launched.
And by the looks of it, us as well. So that's not too good.
Achieved missile lock. Thrusters.
Alright, that was close.
Flare launched.
Yeah, they're in a Freelancer, which is a much less nimble ship, but the weaponry on that thing is Not half bad. Lucky for us, though, I think they just took off. Either that or they must have blew up and I missed it. Good news is, that means we're pretty much free to do our job right now. Okay, guys, we're closing in on whatever the hell this thing is. Some kind of beacon.
Alert. Systems overheating.
Yeah, I'm guessing those must be the fragments of a broken ship that used to be there. Luckily, we do have this thing, just in case there's any pirates hanging out around this thing. In fact, I'm pretty sure that might be the reason this thing's here to begin with. I mean, for the most part, it looks clear. So I think we should be good.
Hey, Jenny, think you could head on back and whip us up a cup of something hot? I'm about to pass out. Got a contact. Multiples. Let's see what the ridges say. Not coming up. Forget the drink. I need you on shield now!
Yep, definitely pirates. Yeah, no wonder there were so damn many of them. And no wonder her ship is in shambles.
Tessa here. Welcome back to the probe. Quick question for you. This sounds serious, right? It's coming from these coordinates. You should help if you can.
Well, that was the same lady we heard on the other distress beacon, wasn't it? So maybe she made it out alive after all. Yeah, we might as well give this thing a shot then. Okay, so far so good. Only problem is, I'm pretty sure that's how the last one started out too.
Mayday! Mayday!
Scan
We're under
initiated.
attack! Please help!
Contact.
Get out of here. While you still
Scan
can.
initiated.
Alright, that's what I was looking for. More problems. Yeah, looks like just 2 pirates so far.
Take your jobs a lot more seriously than I would have thought. Big mistake.
Hostile eliminated.
Man, that guy's gotta be the dumbest pilot I've ever seen.
You messed up now, Scav.
Damn, his ship is not in good shape.
Hostile eliminated.
Yeah, he was pretty much just flying half of it around.
Thank you for
Doubtful, but you're welcome nonetheless. As for us guys, I guess it's time we head on out of here. So thanks for watching, guys, and as always, I will see you in the next one.